All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube, Pastor Dowell here. Believe it or not, I'm actually able this video tell people what to do. Now, believe it or not, I found out after really truly meditating and thinking on this for a long period of time of the offense that a lot of people carry in their hearts about a lot of things. I noticed that I don't care if it's social, political, economic, religious perspectives and point of view, it makes no difference whatsoever at all. Anytime that even in any way, shape, fashion, or form, you even allude to trying to tell somebody what to do, they take it personally and they automatically dig in their heels and reject you. No matter how viable the information is, no matter how beneficial the information is, and no matter how great that it would help them. They don't care. It's just a mere fact. I'm not listening to you. Isn't that amazing? And you think about that type of closed-mindedness and how much many people and how many opportunities many people have probably missed out on for taking that attitude. I just thought of something. Did I get my extension cord? Anyway, you think about that for a second. How many opportunities people have missed out on because somebody said, and because they already have either a silence offense or some type of offense festering in their heart, they don't want to receive it because you said it. Man, you think about that. So you mean to tell me that as a society, the only way we can actually be told what to do is we go to a job and receive a paycheck? That is unreal, unbelievable. It's also very immature. Myself personally, I usually have no desire whatsoever at all to tell anybody anything to do because I already know what I'm up against and what to deal with. So usually, unless somebody comes to me and asks me for my advice, and that's the way I present it too, as advice, I usually don't offer anything. I remember some time ago, somebody came to Michael Jordan and they asked him, why does he not put this information out? Just speaking about success in business and stuff. He says simply because people are not asking. I mean, what better answer can you give than that? Simply because people are not asking. There are a lot of people out there that are successful in life. Very successful. And I'll throw this in there. If you've been listening to me ever since I've been on YouTube, and if you would have implemented what I said and done, and I've been on YouTube since 2008, do you know by now you could have owned your own land, you could have owned your own home without a mortgage or a rent if you'd have listened to me? Because I gave out a blueprint of how to do things, information, everything else. But you know what? There's some of you been listening to me a long time, and you still to this day have not taken any of this information or any of this advice that I've given out. No matter how successful I've shown you, no matter how many times I've proved it, no matter how many times I've showed you lands in Georgia, lands in Tennessee, helping out lands in South Carolina, all over the place, lands in Kentucky. You could have lived like no other American is living, regardless of the economic situation, regardless of the jobs market, regardless of everything else. Am I telling the truth, honey?
Absolutely, yes.
I'm telling the truth, ain't I?
Could have been a lot further than most people are.
I mean, and I don't understand why that is such a bad thing. You mean tell me it's a bad thing for you to own 5, 10, 15, 20 acres with a home on it that is paid for? I mean, even today, if I have to go and do something, let's say if I'm filling out a credit application on something, the people are sitting there marveling that when they ask you, well, how much do you pay in mortgage a month? Zero. Do you pay rent? Zero. It's hard for them to believe it because it's so much the norm of today. And so they kind of just sit and looked at me, and I say, I know they don't really want to ask. Some of them don't, because some people in Tennessee, man, these some nosy folks. They will ask you anything. That doesn't mean you have to give them an answer, but they will ask you anything. And I say, no, I built my own home years and years ago, debt-free. And they just, wow. And then they turn around and see the credit score, 800 and something. They go, whoa, what in the world? I say, hey, I've been trying to tell people how to do this thing for years. And I think the biggest thing is this. and I hate to say this way, so I am not trying to be negative or derogatory whatsoever at all, but I'm going to say it. Americans are lazy as hell. They simply just don't want to get out there and put in the blood, sweat, tears, time, energy, and effort in order to sacrifice right now in order to live like nobody else. Are you glad that I've had the work ethic that I've had over the years and I've been the man that I've been, honey?
Absolutely. I've never had need of anything since we've been together, actually. Even when we were teenagers, you just worked a small job to even try to provide for us to be able to have just simple entertainment. So I've been very blessed over the years. Very grateful, very thankful.
What about all these communities and everything that's going on and how I still till today at this age still travel around to help build?
It's amazing to see all of this that has come from just a little small, just the thought, your idea of reading the word and obeying what it says. It's really, it's amazing to see what I see now, because I was there from the beginning when there was nothing, when there was no Straitway to look to as an example or as a map or a guide. There wasn't any of that. So to see what is taking place now and to see your strength and how you're going around helping so that they don't have to make the sacrifices that we had to make. I sure pray that people are really grateful and thankful for everything that you're doing and your sacrifice, because it is a lot. It's a lot.
I know a lot of younger brothers really do show their appreciation and stuff because, I mean, you think about this for a second. Myself and a few brothers from Straitway, we went up to Kentucky not too long ago. This more a few weeks ago. And we actually helped build them a 36 by 60 building, and we laid that whole building in block in about 3 days. And we're only talking about working maybe 6 hours a day, each day. But when we work, do we lay it down. You don't think that they're grateful and thankful? Not only that, them brethren up there, they're so grateful and thankful, they want to pay it forward, and they want to be a benefit to somebody else like that because they see the spirit that we're operating in. Is that not beautiful? Is that just simply not beautiful? Listen, there are a lot of people. I've had people on YouTube that have followed what I've suggested and done it. And they're not even part of the ministry because I don't require all that. I'm just trying to help people. That's all I'm trying to do for those who want to help. But I can't. I'm not going to just go around all over the United States of America building homes and houses to everybody. I got to see something. And if you're part of the ministry, it's a different dynamic. But you think about this for a second. There's people who have got their own homesteads, who I don't even know follow what I said, and so happy they've done it. And I will go literally to my mailbox and have a check or money order in there for $1,000, and they say, "Thank you, Pastor Dowell. You have saved me more. And I can't even repay you enough. This is just a small token of my gratitude." Has that not happened?
Yes, it does. And what a blessing. What a blessing. That's people really saying that all that you've taught them has really been able to make a benefit and have them to be able to be substantial and be able to provide for their families without all the government having to depend on it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
And then you sit and look at this downturn in the economy, especially with COVID and everybody losing their jobs and all this other stuff. And you know what? They didn't have to sit there and stand in lines fighting for toilet paper, fighting for water and food because they follow the blueprint. I can only hope. That's all I can say. I can only hope that some way, somehow, that people would start listening. I can't make you listen. I wouldn't even dare force you to listen. Listen, all I do is give information, be it on YouTube, Facebook, Patreon, Rumble. I give out information. I try to make myself, I'm to be some type of benefit to people. I'm trying my best to try to ease the pain and suffer because I know what's going on with this system in this world, and I communicate it with clarity. I can tell you clearly what they're trying to do, what they want to do, and what you need to do in order to combat it so you can live like no other people and be blessed and truly be blessed. But it's going to take the labor of your hands. You're going to have to get in it. You're going to have to put your foot in it. You're going to have to be proactive in doing this, and you're going to have to make a sacrifice. And when you do that, you'll be able to give thanks And not only that, you'll be able to, not only that, you'll be so motivated because you did follow it that you will want to do everything you can in your power to assist and help others who want to be helped. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, so it's not my desire. I hope you don't take it that way. If I tell you the truth about something, I'm just telling you the truth. I hope you don't get offended. If you do get offended, it sounds like it's personal to the person. It sounds like a personal offense, but that's all I'm doing. I dare not want to try to sit there and rule over anyone. The only people that I have any authority over is those who come and submit, and that's in the ministry. That's all. That's all. And those people, their lives are changing for the better. And we are getting better. That's all there is to it. And we thank the Father for it. So anyway, y'all be encouraged today, okay?